Hold on to your seats, NASCAR fans, because we've got some dramatic news to share. Ty Gibbs, the 2022 Xfinity Series champion and grandson of the Joe Gibbs Racing team owner, was making his Cup Series debut at the Busch Light Clash in Los Angeles. But little did he know his debut was about to take a fiery turn. As Gibbs was flying around the track, clocking some impressive times, disaster struck. Flames suddenly shot up through the interior of his number 54 Toyota, filling the car with smoke and forcing Ty to make a quick exit. On January 24th and 25th, 2023, officials from the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing planned to conduct 2 days of testing at Phoenix Raceway. The purpose of testing was to examine the necessary updates to the rules package for the next-gen car. These updates may include possible changes to the aerodynamics, trial runs using mufflers in some races, and efforts to cut rubber buildup in wheel wells. During the practice sessions held on Tuesday and Wednesday at Arizona Oval, a total of 6 teams competing in the NASCAR Cup Series took part. The testing, which took place over the course of 2 days, was broken up into 5 separate sessions. The present rules configuration will be used for the first practice session in order to establish a baseline, which will then be followed by 4 more sessions using a variety of different combinations. However, officials have stated that the improvements shown on road courses and oval tracks of less than 1 mile should be carried over to all other types of tracks. The changes were adopted to improve the quality of racing for drivers on road courses and oval tracks of less than 1 mile. By making adjustments to the car's floor or underwing, Cup Series teams, drivers, and officials will attempt to analyze the aerodynamic potential of the vehicles in an effort to improve their ability to navigate through traffic and pass other vehicles. Dr. Eric Jacuzzi, Vice President of Vehicle Performance at NASCAR, stated that computer modeling of these improvements generated higher downforce. But these demonstrations also showed fundamental differences in traffic behavior. In a statement, Jacuzzi said, "When it's behind another car, it doesn't lose as much front downforce as it would, which means it doesn't push as it comes closer. If you watch the cars race around the track, you should be able to make the connection. You may have noticed that they frequently run in a nose-up position. The explanation for this is that the more air you can deliver to the diffuser, the more downforce it creates in the back." He continued by saying, "Because of this, we were able to reduce the height of the spoiler while maintaining nearly the same level of downforce that we had at the beginning of the year, thanks to the modifications we made that allowed for better airflow. We're going to presume that the teams have made some progress just by optimizing the locations where they can create stuff. Therefore, we are roughly in the same position as we were at the beginning of the previous year, albeit with a significantly reduced spoiler. Will these changes in the next-gen car be going to work? I think not." Due to the recent car fire incident involving Ty Gibbs during his Cup Series debut at the Busch Light Clash in Los Angeles, fans were left disappointed and concerned as the fire broke out under mild conditions, leading many to question the safety measures in place within the sport. Despite Gibbs being able to evacuate the car without any major harm, the unapproved adjustments made by the crew during repairs have led to Gibbs starting at the back in his qualifying heat. With the first race of the Cup Series season just around the corner, fans are demanding action be taken to prevent further incidents and ensure the safety of all drivers. Now, the good news is that the fire might not be related to the fires in NASCAR's next-gen car from last year, but here's the catch. It might not be related to the fires in the Cup Series either. With the recent tragedy in mind, we all fear the day when NASCAR experiences its first crash fatality since Dale Earnhardt in 2001. And now, it looks like the sport might have a new cause for concern: fires. It all started with a bit of light smoke in the cockpit during the first practice session, but Ty was determined and finished the session with an average speed of 60 to 65 miles per hour. However, the second incident was a substantial escalation and forced the red flag to come out. The safety crews were quick to extinguish the flames, and the team towed the car back to the work area to make repairs. The question on everyone's mind is whether Ty inherited the hardware or the karma from Kyle Busch's number 18 Toyota. As you may recall, on his way out of Joe Gibbs Racing last fall, Busch's car had some engine trouble during the playoff races at Darlington and Bristol. But in this case, it looks like the problem was with the undercarriage and not the engine. NASCAR made some changes during the offseason to prevent fires from happening, such as rerouting the exhaust and adding mufflers. They also made some design changes to the rocker boxes. The JGR team probably found the culprit by late Saturday, but the damage had already been done. NASCAR ruled that the crew made unapproved adjustments during the repairs, which prevented Ty from going through qualifying. That means Ty will have to start from the back of the pack in his qualifying heat on Sunday. Only 5 out of the 9 cars in the heat races will advance to the final, so Ty will have his work cut out for him. But with a positive attitude, Ty says, "We have to start last in the heat race, but we've got a great car. It'll be fun." Will Ty be able to rise to the challenge and make it to the final? We'll just have to wait and see. NASCAR fans were left stunned after Ty Gibbs' car caught fire at the Los Angeles Coliseum during the second practice session for the Busch Light Clash. As the grandson of Joe Gibbs Racing team's owner, Ty was making his Cup Series debut and was already putting in some fast laps when the flames started to engulf his car. Although Ty was able to escape unscathed, fans were quick to express their frustration at yet another fire in the sport, with many people in the community calling for action to be taken to prevent similar incidents from happening again. It was a far from ideal start to the Cup Series season. It's a nerve-wracking time in NASCAR as fans and racers alike fear a tragedy on the track. With the memory of Dale Earnhardt still fresh in our minds, the potential for another fatal accident looms large. But now, it's not just crashes that are causing concern, it's fires. And the recent incident involving Ty Gibbs and the Busch Light Clash has added fuel to those fears. However, the burning question on everyone's mind is, why is this still happening? With NASCAR implementing changes to reduce the risk of fires, fans are left scratching their heads as to why Ty's car went up in flames. Is this a new cause for concern, or just a freak incident? Either way, it's a terrifying thought for the NASCAR community. With that being said, do you think NASCAR did enough for the safety of the drivers? Let us know in the comments below.